Welcome to Precision Machine Shed. Today what I got is a little blast from the past. Several months ago I sold my old Keller power hacksaw, and the other day I found another one. So here we go. As you can see, it's apart, and I'm going to show you why here in a second. We're going to fix this real quick. When I first purchased this thing, I didn't run it. There's not much to break on these things, so I turned it by hand a few times. All the gears look good, and that's about it. But I did notice on the top here, and the guy that I bought it from pointed out, there's a groove along here. And the only thing that could most likely be from is the Gibbs screws. I'm going to call them Gibbs for the sake of I don't know any better. The Gibbs screws that tighten down on these brass shims that hold the arm in place. So you can see down here, I took the top off, and this is the actual arm of the hacksaw. So, and then all the plates are down here. I'll show you those guys, which we have to fix. But first, let me show you. So here's the top of the arm, and this is a Keller Model 3H, if I didn't mention it yet. I forgot what my old one was, but this is the bar that fits on top, and then this bar is held in place by two spring pins, one here, one back here, that just go through that top plate and hold everything in place. And then these are, for the sake of I don't know any better, the Gibb plates. So these are what tension up the arm and hold it all together. And it would be all fine and dandy, except, so these are the two side plates, and this one's in good shape. Take a look at this one. This is a top plate, and here's an issue we got. So this screw hole for that tensioner screw has come through there, and it's starting to come through right there. And then we also lost about 6 or 7 thousandths of, this is an 1/8 inch shim, 125 thousandths. We lost, I think it was 118, 119. I forget which end I mic'd, but so I got to fix that one. And then this one, same thing. And then this is the other side plate, and we're starting to get a little bit of punch through there too. So sorry, I'm in your way. Starting to get, hey, let me just block the camera. I'm starting to get punched through there, and pretty much all these plates except this one I'm getting punched through on there. So in talking on the internet, online forums, to Richard King, he's pretty much the man when it comes to rebuilding stuff, but he mentioned these are most likely aluminum bronze or bronze aluminum plates. There are a few companies that make them, but I've yet to find ones that make 1/8 inch plates, so without me having to machine a whole new ones up, all I'm going to do is I'm going to move these detent screws in about 1/4 inch, maybe a little further on each side. So the plates are going to go in further on the arm, and they're not going to be sticking out. So all we're going to do is re-drill all those holes and stick this thing back together. And when I can find some bronze aluminum or aluminum bronze or whatever that stuff is, I'll make some new ones. But till then, we're just going to re-drill them and hope it works, which it should. Alright, so I got this thing set up. Got my drill bit. It's a 1/4 inch drill bit, and so I moved this. This is the front side plate, and I actually moved these Gibbs back into the arm of the saw further, because I figured, well, if they're sticking out, they're not really doing nothing. If they're sticking in a little more, they're going to stick in approximately 1/4 inch from flush. So I figure if they're sticking in a little more, then they have more bearing surface versus having an extra 1/4 inch of nothing out there. So, and then I set my depth stop based on this one. This one, can't remember, it's not all the way through, but I backed off 50 thousandths, so that should give me plenty of clearance. And I would ideally like to, I do have some short little stubby bits that I could use to get this started, but or a center drill, but I don't want to drill through it, so I just punched it really good, and we're gonna wind it up and hope it works here. So turn on the engine here and alright, let's go stick them back together and see how it works. Alright, now the fun part. For the most part, it's been all cleaned up, and I'm going to oil it up. So we're going to speed on through this, grease everything up, put it back together, see how it works. One thing to make note is make sure your plates are in your proper direction. Just double check it here. Plug it in, turn it on, see how it does. Try to use a little lighter oil, but this will do for now. If you didn't know, there's a reservoir down here that holds a bunch of oil, and so when you dump oil in here, it stays in there. So there we go. Works as intended. I can see they still need to be tightened up a little bit, but I think it's better than it was. The sideways is definitely better than it was. I gotta tighten these top ones down just a tad a little bit, but there we go. There'll be more of this guy in the future. The whole thing's here. I got a guard and a vise and all the good stuff. So after selling my one last year, I was kind of bummed, but I found this one the other day and I was kind of excited. So it's everything I wanted it and everything I could hope for. So there we go. Hope you guys got something out of that. As always, stay safe on your machines and shoot safe. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.